Living in the shadow. Can you imagine what kind of life it is to live? In the shadows, people see you as happy and free because that's what you want them to see. Living two lives, happy but not free. You live in the shadows for fear of someone hurting your family or the person you love. The world is changing and it's time to be free. But you live with the fear of just being me. Living in the shadow feels like the safe place to be. No harm for them, no harm for me. But life is short and it's time to be free. Love who you love because life isn't guaranteed. Smile.
Hey guys, this is Cass with my partner Kat. Today we are back with another video and we have some special guests for you guys. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Sambeso Mokapelo.
And my name is Sheena.
And today we'll be speaking on the queer community. We'll be asking them a few questions on their experiences and whatnot. Without further ado, I think we should get into them. So the first question is, tell us who you are.
I'm Sambeso, like how
As
like
in
where I'm from.
where you're from and everything. Yeah.
I'm Sambeso Mokapelo. I'm from Gompo, like here in Spunzane, near Spunzane, and I'm 17.
Yeah.
And I school at Greenpoint High.
Okay.
And yeah, nothing much, you know.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. So as I said, my name is Nzuzo. I am also from Sponzane, and I'm 19 years old, turning 20 next month. And I moved to Joburg. Yeah, to start my own independent life this year, but then I came back for some stuff. But yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it's not drugs.
No.
Hello.
Second question.
Moving on, how do you define yourself? Like, how do you want people to... Is it appropriate for them to say you're gay? Or should they call you in another manner? Like, how do you define yourself?
It's fine by me if you call me gay, because I'm very proud, and I don't see a problem if you call me gay or he or she. It depends on you. What do you want to say to me? And yeah.
I don't know because I don't identify as gay. So
So it doesn't matter on whichever way people call you.
yeah, my pronouns are he, him.
He,
But yeah, I prefer. Yeah, people call me like he, like you. They use like he, him pronouns. But wait, did you were you saying like gay, like when people like say it in an offensive way, or like when they ask?
when they're asking, yeah.
Oh, when they ask.
When I ask you.
Oh, when they ask, I am pansexual. So
Pansexual.
yeah.
I'm on. Ted.
Hey.
Ted.
That was the question.
Okay, sorry.
At what stage did you realize that you queer or gay?
14, if not 15.
Wow. So that's the stage where you realize that you're like into guys.
Do you feel like it was an early stage whereby you realized that you're gay, or it was much more of a later stage goal?
It was an early stage.
Early,
because I've been through the most, not knowing who I was. But at the end of the day, I sat down and thought, what do I want?
I mean, at that age, did you not get nasty comments based on how you used to dress? Because I'm sure that you used to take your mom's dress.
Yeah,
the heels,
do,
you know.
But I did, but I'm always that positive person, who doesn't listen to people. But at the end of the day, it's the kiss of the stars. Hope. But yeah.
Oh, do I have to answer this?
Yeah.
What was the question?
At what stage did you realize that you're gay or gay?
I think at the age of 5.
Boy?
Age of 5.
I don't know. I think around the age. Okay, it's not thinking. Because at the age of 5, that's the first time I kissed a boy.
Sure.
Yeah. So, and it didn't feel weird. So that's then. But then, because I came out twice. Because first I came out as gay, and then later on, I came out as pansexual. So, the pansexual one was at later stage, I think when I was in grade 11, I can't remember what my age was, and maths, I'm not very good at math.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why I saw. I'm like, no, I'm a person who doesn't like really have like types. So yeah, I just get attracted to a lot of people, and then it was like very confusing for a while. But then I was like, and then I looked it up, and then I saw the word pansexual. I was like, oh, I think I'm this.
So like, what does pansexual mean? I don't like. What is it?
Pansexual is someone who doesn't have any physical, emotional, and sexual attraction in regards of someone's gender or gender identity or sex. Yeah.
I'm following to the next question. How did your friends and family react when you told them that you're gay or pansexual?
My friends supported me, like they did support me, and my family, it was tough for them to understand the situation
And
that
accept
that you're
gay.
But yeah, at the end of the day, my mom, we sat down and talked about it, and then she got married to another man. So that man didn't accept that, but we still getting to it, but
Even now,
yeah, it's still
things are
not so-
mostly more of the same.
yeah, but yeah.
I didn't exactly come out to my family. It's more as I've always had this feminine energy. So they kind of knew, they kind of saw from the way I was acting, and then they would say stuff but hey, you don't grow up and be gay, something like that. But then not
Because you've
paying
always
attention.
been that person.
Yeah, and yeah, so we never exactly talked about it because I never sat them down came out hey, I identify as this. So yeah, but with my friends when I came out as pansexual, yeah,
It was a different story.
Yeah, because there's this toxicity when it comes to specifically gay men. Yeah, when you come out as something else when you were gay. Apparently, if you identified as gay at first, you can't identify as something else. It's this toxic, weird thinking that they have. Yeah, but it was weird, but yeah. I don't know if I answered your question.
You did.
You did.
Yeah.
Do you think Pride Month is necessary?
Yeah, very necessary.
It is.
Because we as there's Mother's Day, there's Father's Day, so we as gay too, we should be respected and
Yeah.
be honored.
What's the whole purpose of a Pride Month? So to understand.
I feel that the purpose of Pride Month is, I don't know, to celebrate what we've accomplished, because we couldn't do a lot as queer people back then. Yeah, and now as much as a lot of things haven't changed, but we can, I don't know.
I feel we as black people, we can only get respected through our name tags.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we get to be given a tag, whereas that specifies who we are,
Yeah.
then we get to be respected. For instance, now, people, they know that there's a Pride Month. Now there's t-shirts, hoodies, you name it. Something that defines us.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel yeah.
But on what you're saying, when defining people or things, I think there's a sort of separation that's being caused. Because let's say, Tina, if you identify as gay, then you're being separated from being are you guys okay, I'm not lose.
You can ask if
and then you can cut it out.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Are you guys circumcised?
I am.
You are.
I'm not.
You're not. Yeah.
So you're trying to ask a question based on that.
When you identify yourself as gay amongst other men,
Yeah.
you kind of Tina, you separate people they don't view as emo.
They view differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They see the thing of males sleeping with other males as degrading to men.
To manhood.
Yeah, it's like you are
Yeah.
demeaning the dominance or something like that, when it's really not. Yeah.
Yeah. Following question. What are the stupid questions that you are asked about? Shit, oh my god, man. What the fuck am I nervous?
You often asked.
Yeah. Stupid questions that you often asked.
So what? Oh, should I
Yeah,
start?
it's only one that I'm thinking of. Who's the guy and who's the girl?
Oh boy,
Oh,
that's how.
that's one of them. But you
But
need to stop.
is it a
because-
stupid question though?
Very stupid.
It's very stupid.
And the other thing is that how do you guys do it? Like, let's say because are you
Like
cleaning
besides
down?
that, like
It always happens with me, ne?
yeah,
I don't really get some sort of relationship with the feminine woman, ne?
yeah,
So people will be like, so who's the man?
yeah.
Who's the guy here? Who's the girl? I mean, we dress the same. So what the fuck is that? I mean, we're both females.
Exactly. Like I really don't understand like the concept of that question because it's a same-sex relationship for a reason. So really there won't be a male and a female. It's either
gender.
two males or exactly. So it's irrelevant. Yeah. What's another question? There are a lot of questions. I don't know why I've forgotten like a lot of them. It's a plethora.
Yeah.
For instance, sometimes you get to wear like, let's say tomorrow I decide to wear a dress, whereas people know that I always wear
Yeah.
guys' clothes, and then they'll be like, so what are you?
Why are you wearing clothes? Like, it's none of your business. Like, why am I wearing clothes?
Okay, John, coming back to relationship, I think the reason why people ask that question about who's the girl and who's the guy is because people box themselves to a norm whereby there must be a girl and a guy in a relationship. So that's why it's sort of, okay, who's the guy in your relationship and who's
It's
the girl?
all so connected of how you like with stuff that people like do like sexually when people don't really need to know that stuff because it's between two people who are dating.
Exactly.
Exactly. Oh, it's another
But
question.
then
Like,
society, like everything is run by society.
yeah.
So society
Unfortunately.
dictates who, everything that we do is dictated by society.
Yeah.
Basically. So that's why it's
Yeah.
sort of a normal thing to ask who's a girl and who's a guy in a relationship. But I get what you're saying.
Another question that is asked a lot, especially like if you're a feminine man, a feminine queer man, is do you stand up? Do you sit down? If you're peeing?
What is that? What kind of a question is that? You're a guy. You always be a guy. Come on.
It's just
No.
you in a relationship with another man and
Exactly.
you love. Nothing's gonna change or something else. You're still the same person.
Regardless, yeah. Questions.
Which was why the first time like I came out to my family, they thought I was gonna be like very manly, have a deep voice, start experiencing new things and all that. And I'm like, you guys, I'm still the same person because I'm not faking this. I mean, this is me.
Yeah.
Like within the queer community, there's, when she said queer is an umbrella term
for everything that's
for
not
everything
straight.
that's-
Cisgender, straight, yeah.
So in my LG, what does LGBTQ
LGBTQ.
stands for? Yeah.
Like
I wanna
each
try to
letter.
know. Each letter, yeah.
Oh, so L is for lesbian, G is for gay,
Okay.
B is for
Bisexual.
and T is for transgender, and Q is for queer. And then plus, meaning there's more. Your asexuals, your pansexuals, your aromantics,
name it.
your...
So everything just falls under that.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I was wondering, only like if you're not one of you don't fall under those letters, do you still count as a queer?
There are some people who maybe like they can see that okay, like they are not like, they can see like themselves, but okay, I don't think I'm fully straight,
Sure.
but something, and then when they don't like know, I think I don't automatically fall under the queer umbrella term,
Yeah.
but you don't have to call yourself queer.
Yeah.
It's basically like what you want to call yourself, like what you want to identify
yourself
yourself as. Yeah.
My understanding of a queer is sort of like, the word queer was a degrading term back then because queer stands for something that's not vivid, like something that's not, and like it's unclear basically. So don't you guys see it as that term? But okay, sure, it's degrading.
No.
Like for instance, nigger, nigger,
Yeah.
nigger is it's a word that's degrading to us black people, but we still use it. Yabo. So like queer, how do you guys take it to account about okay, sure, I'm queer, but still you don't find that offensive?
I don't know. I don't think it's
I think
Like
just
if you really think about queer, it's a term whereby Like my dictionary.
Yeah.
Queer, what it actually means is that you don't get unclear. Like,
I think we just take it because we were born with it. I mean,
At the end of the day, it's Likon and
yeah. When we were born, the name was there. So we're out to yourself.
If
Regardless
it's
to that,
for
I don't
instance,
know. I don't. It
if
doesn't.
to a umbi, just saying to a umbi, would you accept that and take it as it is? But okay, sure. You identify yourself as someone umbi.
No.
Yeah, but the question is the same. Okay, sure.
Yes,
Queer.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's understandable, but we don't have an
I have
answer
answer
to
for
it.
that.
Okay, yes.
The offensive word that comes to mind that's like very offensive is faggot.
Faggot.
Yeah, that's
very
an offensive word.
Very.
Because I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm like someone's never like said like hey you queer to me.
Sure.
So it never like
never
landed
came
in my
across
mind
as
as an offensive word because someone's never like said it to me. But I see it like on TV and in American shows and stuff like that. So maybe to them it is offensive because they call like them queers, but they haven't said the word queer to me. So yeah, I usually hear faggot a lot than queer. So
Like, what's the most offensive thing that someone has said to you besides faggot? What can you done? A straight person that
I've never got to use that.
It was a long time though, ne?
Yeah.
And while I was still in primary, but this guy was a white guy, but he used to sit behind me. But he used to call
is this
me.
in school? Is this in school?
Yeah.
Okay.
He called me this name, like I didn't hear it clear, but it was so offensive, ne? And then I told myself I'm not going to like bother myself with it or something else. But I went out of class and then we were going home. And then he said it again. But I was angry that time. I just went and then we fought like
Black
we
people
fought.
for you.
And then I beat him up, ne? And then they were like he was bleeding and like that, It was so hectic.
Is it straight people or straight men?
Straight men,
people,
people.
like in general.
Oh wow.
There's so
Well,
many
like I've never like really told. Okay, I didn't seem to work.
Yeah.
Okay, so like for most of my high school, like from entire 4 years from grade 9 to grade 12, it's been a lot. Like okay, starting from grade 10 and in the school that I was previously like learning in, they would every time when we had to go for like school assembly, when we had to go like into the school hall. So very like they will sit like girls will be on this block of chairs and then guys will be on this block. Yeah. So every time like when we like stand in the line, at first like you just like go and stand anyway. But then you're like I could like feel like there's a ruckus that's happening like behind me, and when I turn, you can see like they're trying to fight on who's like gonna stand like behind me, because you have to sit next to me. Yeah. And then I saw about that's happening. So at least I could like go, when there's school assembly, like for the entire school, I have to go stand in the front of the grade 10 line or the grade, whichever grade I was in. Yeah, then I'll go stand in the front, but then you go, okay, stand. I thought I was helping myself, but still. Yeah. So when we get inside the school hall, you get into the row and then you sit, and then when you turn, it's either maybe there's someone who's standing who doesn't care, like who's to sit next to me, or but if it's someone who cares, which was a lot of people, they would go into the next row. And they would leave me standing there in other grade, from grade 10 to grade 12.
Don't lie.
3 years.
Oh, wow.
And the sad part is that combined about the same age group here to should be more understanding of what's going on. Do you feel like it was of importance to you to come out at an early age, or Kanye? Like, was it beneficial for you to come out at an early age? Kanye, it makes me think about if or Pume at a later stage, let's say after high school, would it?
But I feel like it becomes more hard when you're still young.
Sure.
You have experienced a lot of things when you're young, but maybe after you like come out at an old age, it becomes very difficult for you to say to your parents or friends,
but regardless, like being like a hard thing to like come out at a later stage, like I don't know, like how I'll like exactly like explain it. Like it's, yeah, is that it? No. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've already like come out in like at an earlier stage, so I can't relate to someone who's like come out at a like in a later stage. So I can't exactly like have a say in what. Yeah.
Like there's a friend of mine. I used to go to church when high back in 2018. So there's a friend of these two guys. They were gay, yeah, well, but at high school they didn't identify themselves as gay. They were Zatina. They were afraid of being judged by others. So what happened was same situation with you. Like I can answer to Tina, but most people knew about okay, sure they're gay, but they're hiding it. And of which it was in our space to say okay, you're gay and whatnot. Never. So we Tina. Both me as a friend, I was like, okay, sure, okay, I choose and whatnot. I was playing, but okay. But it was like, I'm okay. And then what happened was, I think grade 12, working assembly. And what happened, Ghanaian? Fucking bad. But long story short, Umchita only came out this year, well, okay, after he got circumcised, and then he came out, okay, sure, I'm gay. And for me, I feel like you relieve Kuya Nagum because Ngok he's full blown. Like he's like living his best life. We are post about gay. No. I worry about okay, sure. Yeah.
I kind of understand because like the stuff that you have to go through like high school, because high school is
high school
is a lot.
It's very
and
hard.
like
lot.
going through that as well, like in the manhood thing.
Like it's very judgmental.
So at least if you are like if you I don't know for like if you identify if you straight acting or something that you are if you haven't come out, what is wrong with me? If you haven't come out yet, I feel like it makes your life easier.
Yes,
I think you're just
especially
you're making
when you're
your
in
life
high
easier,
school.
yeah. And then when you come out later, then I kind of see like why he
came out late.
Yeah, later. Okay, I understand. Yeah.
Okay, please give a message to each and everyone who identifies as queer.
Yeah.
Or okay, queer or gay, same thing, ne?
Yeah.
But hasn't come out yet of the closet. Please give them advice. Okay, what should they, should they jump the gun and say, okay, I'm gay now, or can you like? Should they wait until they feel that they're ready to come out?
Yeah.
Like give it advice. Like.
My advice is that if like you're ready to come out, come out. If you're like not ready to come out, take your time and like sit down and think about who I am, and what do I want in the future for myself. Don't listen to other people. Like it's not about us, it's not about me, it's not about Inman, it's about you and your future. And that's all I'm going to say for now. So yeah.
I think you should just like take your time like with everything because there could be people who like people can't like make you come out or someone can force you, but like or maybe like you chill with a lot of queer people, but then like since you see that okay this is how like stuff's happening for them, you should first like look for your safety, like you should first like look at like the situation that you are in, because like maybe you are like in a homophobia, like you have homophobic people like in your family in that way, and I would strongly suggest that you don't come out if it's like that, because a lot of bad stuff like happens to like queer kids when they come out to like homophobic parents or homophobic like relatives or like the people that you're living with. So like it gets harder. You could be kicked out. There could be
disowned,
like violence involved in all of that. So if it's like that, just wait for now and then like try to like I don't know until like you at least until like you
better
like you can like you're not like living under the maybe like when you're
not depend so much.
Like that when you're not like that dependent on your family. So I would suggest like you don't have to like forcefully like out yourself if that's the situation. But if you can see that like everything's okay and you feel like you want to come out, then you can come out. So like no one can force you. Even the best friend that you told that you have the secret can't force you, but I would love you because we're best friends and we're go. So and just know that a lot of stuff is
gonna
going to
be
happen. A lot of stuff is going to be said. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. But you'll be fine.
It's a tough journey. Like,
Yeah.
very
You'll be
tough.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. Like, it was great to be with you, like meeting up with you guys and sharing all these amazing things with you guys. Like, we're grateful.
It's an honor.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks guys. I just want to say thank you for being part of what we're doing. And I just want to say, please do prosper in life in whatever you do. Show, add value. First of all, add value in whatever you do. I think it's best, like, whenever you touch, it should be seen.
Yeah.
Like, there should be a thing actually about, okay, Sambeso was here.
Was
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And don't be scarce. We want you next time here.
Wow.
So we're looking forward to working with you guys, like, honestly, because we in Zatina, each channel here is mostly to educate and entertain at the same time. So by you guys being here shows, okay, that there are people who are willing to educate Abantu on certain topics like these. So I think it's best, but we do work together until, one husband to win.
Yeah.
So thank you.
We
for
even
having me.
appreciate that you guys, you took the time
Took your
to
time
come
and came
here.
here,
Guys, we appreciate it.
So yeah,
It's no problem.
thank you guys.
Okay.
Bye.